guys, it's Maddie, and today I'm going to be doing a video on my first. I was a kid, my favorite game was Peekaboo. So one day my dad was like, peek, and then I was just like, Abu! Of course, that would be my first word. Abu. My first slow dance was with a boy named Connor. And I found Connor on Facebook recently, because my brother tagged him in the picture that I posted of us together dancing right there. I'm real proud of myself. So Connor, if you're watching this, well, hello there. Do you want to rekindle our romance when I was like 4? I mean, you're like 23 now, so I don't think that's a really good idea. Actually, I'll be 17 in a month, so 18 is a year. No? Okay. My first heartbreak. Daniel Brown. When I was 8, I had a crush on my best friend from the swim club, which is also where I met Connor, by the way, the swim club. And I met Daniel, though. I met Daniel when we were in preschool. He gave me the chicken pox. So back then, I was like, fuck you, Daniel. But now I'm like, thank you, because I don't have to deal with them at 16. So thank you, Daniel. This is the funny thing. I had prayed to God that I would see Daniel again. And then the next day, his mom walked up to me at one of the swim meets, and I had a crush on a boy named Daniel at the time. He was all the girls wanted Daniel at the time. And she walked up to me and she was like, by the way, do you remember Daniel? You guys were in preschool together. And I was like, oh shit! Jesus is real! Okay. It's a really funny coincidence. Maybe not. But I really like Daniel. But Simon, his best friend, liked me, which I'm so pissed I didn't go for that now. I'm so pissed I didn't go for that because Simon, if you're watching this, Simon, hey, I don't know what happened, but damn, boy, damn. I hate myself because when I was 11, this is where we're going, I liked Daniel from 8 to 11. Yeah. Even though I hadn't seen him in a year, we talked on the phone all the time because we had been best friends forever. Even though I found out recently that I think he hated me back then. Yeah. I got a paper plate award for it called the Speed Dial Stalker because I would call him and be like, hey, it's just me, just calling to say hi. I was so as much in love as a little 8-year-old could be. And I admitted it to him a few months ago and he told me he knew, so never really been good on subtlety. When I was 11, I asked him to a movie, and he told me he would go, and then I called him a day, and he faked being sick, so thank you, Daniel, faking being sick, because he broke my heart. I cried for about, as pathetic as this is, about 3 years, so that was my first real heartbreak. It felt like 3 years. It was a long time. I cried for at least a year. That was real sad. Daniel and I are friends now, kind of. Not really, but Simon Shanks, if you want to shank. No? Okay. I was kidding. I'm not into that, okay? My first date was with a boy named Alex. And, we had told each other we didn't like each other, and because we had said we liked each other in the past. We met at a dance, and it was really cute. And he was a player. He was as much of a player as you can be in like 7th grade, and which actually now is real hardcore. But we told each other we didn't like each other, and yeah, and he took me and my dog to CVS. He bought me a Monster. I used to love Monsters because of this kid. And then we were like, we don't like each other, even though it was a date. And like my dog wrapped around us, and we were like, it was totally, totally adorable. I'm really proud of my dog for that too, because she definitely made one of my bucket lists come true. Have a totally rom-com moment with a boy. So thanks, Abby. Okay. My first boyfriend was Alex. It was 7th grade, and I wasn't allowed to date. I wasn't allowed to date until this year, so I don't really count this. But he's like my secret boyfriend. I think it was 7th. Maybe it was 7th grade. Maybe it was 6th. It was 6th or 7th grade. One of the two. And Alex and I had a phone relate. We never saw each other. He told me after 3 days that he loved me, which scared me, which is now probably why I'm afraid of commitment. Thank you, Alex. And the entire time I kind of hated him because no, it wasn't his fault. I'm pretty sure I still blame all my relationship issues on Daniel Brown. So thank you, Daniel Brown. What? No, I was just really scared, I think, because my parents were going to find out. So I got really bad anxiety over it, and I didn't like him, especially when he's scared. We got into this. He called me a bitch. That's what it was! I finally remember! Sorry. I've always wanted to remember the reason that I used to break up with him. He was like, fine, bitch. I was pissed! I was your girlfriend, kid. I don't care how much I hated you. You had no right to call me a bitch. So I hung up, and then I was like, fine. And then I called him back and I was like, I forgive you, but I don't really want to see this working out. And then he was like, oh, I'm really sorry. And I was like, he would apologize. I was like, I forgive you. But I don't think this will work out. And then he was like, oh, okay. And then we went to school together freshman year, and we fucking hated each other. So, except for the one time that he gave me pain meds when I had a migraine, even though we weren't supposed to have pain meds in school, because Alex was a bad boy. That's why I liked him, because he's a bad boy. And thank you for the pain meds that day. I don't know if they were pain meds, because I'm pretty sure I heard some other stories about you giving girls pain meds, but it got rid of my headache, so thanks. My first kiss was actually this year, unless you like count, like really. My first, Spencer Doyle. He's my best friend, and we dated for 5 days. And then Spencer broke up with me, and I cried a lot for like an hour. And then we had ice cream, my best friend and I. And then I moved on real fast. I was just mopey for a few days, but yeah, not as bad as Daniel. I had liked Spencer for months, and a bunch of our friends were like, "Ooh, you guys should kiss." Not really. We were playing Truth or Dare, and then Sean, being the dick that he is, was like, I dare you to kiss Spencer. And then Spencer and I kissed, and I looked up, and there were twinkly lights, and that's what I wanted for my first kiss, so I was really happy. YouTube channel was called Simply Maddie, Maddy, and I loved that channel. It was my baby. I had a few subscribers. I had probably around 70, but back then that was a shit ton. And I had like 300 views on each video. I thought I was so cool, guys. I thought I was so cool. And, I actually met some Maddies who spell Maddy, who spell their Madelines Madeline too. So, we're cool. We're in a club. You're not. You can't sit with us. First YouTube video, which was me singing Old Blue Jeans. Or One in a Million, one of the two. It was Old Blue Jeans. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But it's me singing a Miley Cyrus song. And all I remember was how much trouble I got in at school because we weren't allowed to have a YouTube channel. They made me take my YouTube videos off. I also think, though, that they just didn't want me to know that they knew that I had used another student's name in the comments. I was like, oh, Driscoll Lily, is this you? Because I think you have a crush on me, and you would totally say this, and blah, 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 blah. Why are you so obsessed with me, boy? And then, they told me I had to take my videos down, and we're like, we just want to keep you safe. Also, it'd really suck if you couldn't come back to school here next year. So then the next day, my teacher was like, the principal asked me if you took your videos down, and I did, and I'm really mad that I did that. I should have fought back. My parents had told me to take them down before that, so couldn't really go to my parents with it. And I I shouldn't have deleted them because all they did was ask. They didn't check. So I'm quite mad at myself now because I really want to watch those, and they're all deleted, and I don't remember the password, and even if I did, I couldn't get to them because I literally deleted them. So, yeah. So this is my first video, and this is going to be a bitch to edit, but yeah.